The FBI agent Joseph Joe Pistone is most renowned for his undercover job as Donnie Brasco, which is frequently regarded as one of the riskiest undercover operations in FBI history. Significant convictions and charges against organized crime leaders resulted from this 1976 to 1981 operation, which involved infiltrating the Bonanno criminal family. In this video, we will go through 7 key points which highlight this thrilling operation. Number 7. Operation Donnie Brasco. An important turning point in the history of undercover law enforcement, Operation Donnie Brasco represents the difficulties and successes of breaking into organized crime. FBI agent Joe Pistone led the operation, which was started in 1976. Pistone pretended to be Donnie Brasco, a fake character created to blend in with the criminal underworld. One of New York's notorious 5 families, the Bonanno crime family, was the main target because of its widespread involvement in criminal operations like drug trafficking, extortion, and racketeering. Pistone carefully built contacts with important mob members over the course of 6 years, earning their trust through social engagements and joint criminal activities. To keep his cover, he took part in illegal activities, went to mob gatherings, and even used violence. His intelligence was essential. It contained chats about planned crimes, in-depth reports of mafia operations, and proof that connected mobsters to a variety of illicit acts. In the end, this abundance of material resulted in more than 100 indictments and severely reduced the Bonanno family's power inside organized crime. Pistone's successful infiltration revealed the weaknesses in the mafia's close-knit organization and proved the efficacy of undercover operations. Number 6. High stakes and risks. It is impossible to overestimate the importance of Operation Donnie Brasco. Joe Pistone was always in danger, which put his fortitude and flexibility to the test. He had to completely immerse himself in a violent and treacherous milieu in order to live covertly, which entailed assuming a new identity. The mafia has a strong code of loyalty, and any suggestion of betrayal or treachery might have immediate and severe repercussions. Pistone encountered many dangerous situations when his life was in jeopardy during his mission. He was regularly present, for instance, during conversations concerning the use of violence to exact revenge on competitors or traitors, which emphasized the constant danger of being caught. The increased scrutiny from mobsters, who were inherently wary of newcomers, made it even harder for him to keep his cover. Pistone was once asked to commit a murder as a sign of allegiance. This request put him in a difficult moral position and brought to light the psychological effects of leading 2 separate lives. By using his position within the FBI to stop execution orders against him, he was able to escape this fate. This operation was one of the riskiest in law enforcement history due to the psychological toll of continuously worrying about his life while upholding a complex web of lies. Number 5. Impact on organized crime. Operation Donnie Brasco had a significant and revolutionary effect on organized crime, radically changing the terrain of mafia activities in the United States. Systemic flaws in the Bonanno crime family that had previously escaped detection by law enforcement were made clear by the operation. In addition to resulting in well-publicized arrests, Pistone's evidence gave prosecutors vital knowledge about the workings of organized criminal groups that had hitherto been mostly kept under wraps. Number 4. Involvement of law enforcement. Operation Donnie Brasco was a prime example of how crucial interagency collaboration is to successfully fighting organized crime. Even though Joe Pistone worked mostly for the FBI, his mission necessitated smooth coordination with other federal, state, and local law enforcement agencies. The success of the operation and the efficient use of all the information obtained in court cases against mobsters depended on this working relationship. The operation involved extensive planning sessions where agents discussed strategies for surveillance, evidence collection methods, and secure communication channels that would not compromise Pistone's safety or cover identity. Number 3. Cultural legacy. Operation's cultural legacy. Donnie Brasco has had a lasting influence on American pop culture that still appeals to audiences today, going much beyond its direct effects on law enforcement. With its unvarnished honesty and gripping storyline, Joe Pistone's memoir about his experiences offered readers an inside look at the mafia and the psychological effects of being underground. The critically acclaimed 1997 movie adaptation, Donnie Brasco, which starred Johnny Depp as Pistone and Al Pacino as Lefty Ruggiero, a character based on real-life mobster Benjamin Ruggiero, was made possible by this memoir. The movie examined issues like loyalty, treachery, and moral ambiguity in both criminal and law enforcement contexts, in addition to dramatizing Pistone's entry into mafia life. It generated conversations about the difficulties faced by undercover agents who have to strike a balance between their desire to survive in a dangerous environment and their obligation to enforce the law by humanizing both Pistone and Ruggiero. Operation Donnie Brasco has consequently turned into a cultural icon that shapes media representations of organized crime and informs viewers of the costs incurred by undercover agents. Number 2. Long-lasting consequences. Long after Operation Donnie Brasco ended, its effects were still being felt in organized criminal communities and law enforcement circles. Many high-ranking members of the Bonanno family suffered serious legal consequences as a result of the operation. Convictions based on Pistone's testimony resulted in lengthy jail sentences for a number of important organized crime figures. In addition to weakening the Bonanno family, this upheaval forced other mafia families in New York City and worldwide to reassess their operational security protocols in light of the vulnerabilities Pistone's penetration had revealed. These developments made organized crime groups more wary of infiltration. They tightened rules about member trust and started screening prospective recruits more thoroughly, which frequently resulted in internal conflict as suspicion spread throughout the group. Lessons learned from Operation Donnie Brasco also led to changes in the way law enforcement agencies organized undercover operations, with a focus on improved training programs that addressed agent safety procedures and increased interagency cooperation to disrupt similar criminal enterprises. Number 1. Personal sacrifice. A moving reminder of the tremendous personal sacrifices made by law enforcement personnel involved in covert operations is provided by Joe Pistone's experience during Operation Donnie Brasco. He spent 6 exhausting years living under a false name that forced him to sever all connections with his loved ones and friends and totally immerse himself in a perilous and dishonest life. Both he and his loved ones suffered emotionally. As a result of this seclusion, his wife spent years without knowing her husband's whereabouts or activities, which caused emotions of desertion that eventually caused their marriage to become severely strained. This thorough analysis offers a greater comprehension of every facet of Operation Donnie Brasco, highlighting both its wider ramifications and its importance in law enforcement history. Thanks for watching our video, and don't forget to subscribe.